My most requested tutorial is Fouetté Turns. I have not done Fouetté Turns in almost a year, so I decided to break these down and reteach myself, and then maybe I'm gonna teach you too. If you are afraid of these turns, don't be. They're really not so bad. They're just exhausting. You need a lot of stamina. If you're afraid you're not going to be able to squeeze out more than a few at a time, well, you're in good company because I'm a beginner today, too. I am not doing well. Your calves are gonna hurt after this shit. Okay, so first and foremost, those rond de jambe en l'air combinations you hate so much at the bar, those are going to be the most helpful thing to prepare you for fouetté turns. These help open your hips, and they train your leg to stay up in the air for a long amount of time, and most importantly, you have to work on keeping your hips still and not swaying your hips back and forth. It's like you gotta lock your butt in place, because once you start doing weird hula hoop stuff with your hips, that's it, it's all over. You're gonna fall out of your turns. So if we break down a fouetté turn, it really is kind of like a rond de jambe en l'air, but instead of doing a circular motion, you're beating and you're adding a plié relevé. This is what gets you up and around. So look, without the beat, it's kind of like a plié rond de jambe en l'air. You're making that same little circle. The only difference is in a fouetté, it's more of a beat instead of a smooth movement with your foot. So I'm going to give you the same advice my teacher gave me when I was learning fouetté turns. The emphasis is out on that working leg, like really kick forcefully, like you're kicking somebody you hate. And then I also want you to put a lot of emphasis on the down. Really get your heel down. Use the floor as a springboard. It's okay if it's loud and clumsy in the beginning. If you really feel like you're stomping the floor, I encourage that as a beginner. The more force you put down into the floor, the more of a rebound you'll have to lift yourself back up into the turn. So go ahead, stomp the floor with your heel, make some noise, go for it. The reason for this is because when you put your heel down, it's helping your weight stay more centered, like right under your butt. If you were to not get your heel down all the way, the weight is going to stay in your toes, and then you're more likely to start falling to the side and fall out of your turn. Some people learn fouetté turns swinging their leg front before à la seconde and bringing the leg in. Both versions are correct. Although I did not learn it this way, I sometimes do it to the left to help give me more momentum. Either way, the down and out is your preparation. That is what helps you get into the turn. Down and out to help you go up and in. So if you feel like you have a grasp on that, you can start turning at the bar. You can put both hands on the bar and start working slowly. You turn in the direction of the whipping leg. So if you're whipping your left leg, you are turning to the left. And then you gradually speed it up and go a little faster. Your arms only have two positions, first and second. I recommend keeping your arms slightly in front. If you flail them too far back, it'll take too long for them to close. Your arm moves out and in simultaneously with your kicking leg. If you think you've got the hang of this, you can do it one-handed at the bar, but be advised, it is a little bit difficult to stop yourself and do these slow. See what I mean? You'll eventually figure out the timing that works for you. Fouetté turns actually feel a little easier if you can do them a little faster. The momentum helps you sail through them. Remember that your arm and leg work together. Pretend that they're attached on a string. Now the time comes to bring it into the center, but don't be scared. We just have three things to coordinate. We have plié relevé with the standing leg. Second thing is the out and in with the whipping leg. And then the third thing is out and in with the arms. One last little tip about the arms. The faster you close the opposite arm, meaning the arm that is opposite of the leg that is kicking and whipping, the faster you can close that, the easier it will be to get around in your turn. If you leave that arm open for too long, it's going to hold you back. So before you even start turning, come to the center and work on getting your arms to hit first position by the time your leg comes to passe. It's going to take extra effort to get that opposite arm closed. It may even help to imagine that you're clapping your hands during your fouetté turns. The same way you see ice skaters bring their arms in really close when they're spinning, the more compact you are, the easier it will be for you to spin. These rules still apply even if you choose to do your fouettés swinging your leg front first. Now you've got to add the releve. One of the hardest parts of fouetté turns, or at least doing mini fouetté turns, is getting the stamina in your calf muscle. I am already very tired. I don't know how I ever used to do 32 of these. So practice clapping your hands, and if you can only do 2 or 3 turns at first, that's great. That's more than most beginners can do. Good for you. And from there, it's really just building up the stamina and working on spotting so you don't get super dizzy. Don't be discouraged if you can't do too many turns right off the bat. I always think of the leg going out, back, front in my head. Out, back, front. I think of out, back, front, and I think of the arms going out and in. The leg is saying out, back, front, out, back, front. Arms are saying out, in, out, in. Heel is saying down, up, down, up. If you can coordinate these 3 things and get comfortable with them, you will always have fouetté turns in your back pocket, even if you're not in shape. Like me, right now. My calves hurt. I'm dying, but it's okay. It's all good. Thank you for watching. I hope this video helped, and remember to stay salty, my friends, and you know the deal. If you like what you see and you want to donate, blah-de-blah-de-blah, money thing, whatever, okay, bye.